The audience buzzes with excitement as the stage lights brighten, signaling the next act. From the shadows, a man in his late 40s steps out, holding the hand of a teenage girl. They walk slowly but confidently to the center of the stage. The contrast between them is touching, the uncle, with a warm, calm presence, and the niece, shy but full of quiet energy. The crowd murmurs curiously, unsure what kind of performance they're about to witness. Simon Cowell studies them with a raised eyebrow, clearly intrigued by the unexpected duo. When asked to introduce themselves, the man smiles and says, "I'm Mark, and this is my niece, Lila." The audience responds with light applause. Simon leans forward and asks, "So, what will you be doing for us tonight?" Mark glances at Lila and answers softly, "We'll be singing together." Lila gives a nervous smile, her hands trembling slightly as she holds the microphone. The judges exchange looks. Singing duets on AGT can be risky. The lights dim to a soft golden hue, and the first few notes of the piano begin to play. The audience grows silent, anticipating what's next. In that brief pause before the first lyric, the connection between uncle and niece is clear. This isn't just another act. It's family, courage, and love stepping into the spotlight. The soft piano melody fills the theater as Lila takes a deep breath and begins to sing. Her voice is pure and delicate, carrying a tone that instantly silences the audience. Every note feels effortless, filled with innocence and emotion far beyond her years. People in the crowd exchange amazed glances, and even the judges lean forward in surprise. Then, just as the music swells, Mark joins in. His deep, warm voice blends perfectly with Lila's, wrapping around her tone like a protective embrace. The harmony they create feels magical, like two souls speaking the same musical language. The camera captures Simon's reaction as he slowly nods, clearly impressed. Heidi's eyes widen, Sophia smiles softly, and Howie mouths the word, "Wow." The blend of their voices sends chills through the theater. The uncle's maturity and control balance the niece's youthful energy, turning their duet into something far more powerful than anyone expected. As they move into the chorus, the crowd is completely captivated, unable to look away. Every lyric feels heartfelt, every note intentional. By the time they reach the first pause in the song, the audience is already applauding mid-performance, unable to contain their awe. It's clear that this is not just talent, it's a once-in-a-lifetime connection unfolding right before their eyes. The song builds with every passing second, and the emotion between them becomes almost tangible. Lila steps forward slightly, her eyes glistening under the lights as she pours her heart into each lyric. Her voice rises in power, hitting high notes that send shivers through the audience. Uncle Mark's deep harmonies follow closely behind, grounding her voice with strength and love. Their chemistry is undeniable, each glance between them speaks volumes, as if the song tells a story only they truly understand. The camera pans to the judges. Heidi clutches her chest, visibly moved, while Sophia wipes away a tear. Simon's expression softens, his usual stoic demeanor replaced by genuine admiration. The theater is wrapped in silence except for their voices blending perfectly. The lights shift from soft gold to deep blue, matching the emotion of the moment. As Lila reaches the bridge, her voice cracks slightly with feeling, and Mark gently joins in, helping her steady the note. It's a breathtaking moment that captures the pure bond between them, uncle and niece, mentor and student, heart and soul. The audience begins to cheer even before the song ends, overwhelmed by what they're witnessing. It's no longer just a performance, it's an emotional experience that leaves everyone in the room deeply touched. As the song nears its end, the atmosphere in the theater feels electric. Lila and Mark share one last look before delivering the final verse together. Their voices rise and blend in perfect harmony, creating a powerful, soul-stirring sound that fills every corner of the room. The lights above shift into a golden glow, wrapping them in a warm, almost heavenly aura. When the final note echoes and fades, there's a moment of complete silence. No one moves, no one breathes. Then, in an instant, the entire audience erupts into applause. People leap to their feet, clapping, cheering, and whistling. It's a full standing ovation. Simon Cowell stands slowly, smiling, a rare and meaningful gesture. Heidi claps above her head, her eyes wide with admiration, while Sophia looks emotional, whispering something to Howie, who just nods in awe. Lila covers her mouth, tears streaming down her face as she realizes what just happened. Mark places an arm around her shoulders, his eyes misty with pride. The crowd's cheers grow louder, chanting their names. The judges look at one another with the same thought: this wasn't just talent, it was pure, heartfelt artistry. In that moment, under the spotlight and surrounded by thunderous applause, their dream feels beautifully, powerfully real. Simon raises his hand, motioning for the crowd to quiet down. The applause fades into an eager hush as he leans toward the microphone, a rare smile spreading across his face. "You know," he begins slowly, "I've seen a lot of duets over the years, but this one was truly special." Lila looks stunned, clutching her uncle's hand tightly, her chest still rising from the emotional performance. Simon glances at the other judges, who all nod in agreement, and then turns back to the duo. "What you two just did," he continues, "was magic. It was more than just singing, it was connection, love, and raw talent." Without another word, Simon suddenly slams his hand down on the golden buzzer. The entire auditorium explodes with cheers. Gold confetti bursts from above, showering over the stage as the music swells triumphantly. Lila gasps, covering her face as tears spill down her cheeks. Mark pulls her into a tight embrace, both of them laughing and crying at once. The judges rise from their seats, clapping and cheering as the stage glows with golden light. Simon walks up, smiling warmly, and says, "You deserved every bit of that." Cameras flash, the audience chants their names, and the duo stand under the falling confetti, two ordinary people who just lived an extraordinary dream.